What is up, everyone? We are going live shortly to see the communist Cameron Patterson facing off against the Stegosaurus Sam Thurman. This is going to be a great fight. Let's see what happens. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Real Trivia Face Off. We have a very interesting match here today. And to commentate with me on the desk is my co-host, Cole Sanders. Cole, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Albert. I'm excited to see how this match goes. It's been a while since I've been in the co-host chair, so I'm hoping for a nice, sturdy match.
Yeah, this should be an interesting match. We are having, on one side of the table, a player who we've seen play in teams, a player who have helped co-host, but she's never played singles before, and this is her first debut for the Stegosaurus herself, Sam Thurman. And then on the other end, we got a player who we've seen in both singles and team, haven't been very lucky in both division, but we know he's got personality and he knows his stuff as well, the communist Cameron Patterson. So they're both technically here looking for their first win, which should be an exciting matchup.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially with Cameron because he's been around a little bit, but Sam's a little more of a rookie. So we'll see. I think it is evenly matched, though, so I am excited on that level at least.
Yeah, that's true. With that, let's just hear what they have to say first. And we'll start with the communist Cameron Patterson.
Hello, my comrades, my brothers and sisters. I hope you're ready to see what a communist could really do. I have my hammer. Unfortunately, I left my sickle in Moscow. But this hammer will give me the luck that I need to succeed tonight. And we will all rejoice. And we will rejoice in communism together. Be prepared.
All right, that was Cameron, and we'll see what Sam have to say about that.
I didn't prepare anything, but I've got an inflatable Stegosaurus. I don't see Cameron's inflatable communist, so do with that information as you think best.
All right, Cole, what do you think of those promos?
I think Cameron tried to do a Russian accent there. I can say that.
I can't love him, man.
It was interesting. Sam's got an inflatable Stegosaurus. So, it's hard to say. I think that in terms of trivia, that it's going to make a difference because of those two things.
That is true. I don't know what Cameron plans to do with the hammer there. I'm kind of concerned. Luckily, we're all virtual, so there is no physical attack that could happen if this takes place in person.
He'll just hammer down on his computer until something happens.
Gotta love that guy, the personality. But again, Sam, very much of a wild card. We don't know what to expect here from her. Again, we've only seen her in teams, only for one match, so there's still so much in the air. And Cameron, if there's anything that scares me is competitors that have time on their hands, and we haven't seen Cameron play in singles in quite some time, so
Well, that didn't work out for me, so we'll see how it works out for Cameron.
Well, we'll see about that. All right, so with that, let's get started to the player introductions. Introducing first. Making her Real Trivia Face-Off singles debut, she is one half of the Working Boys, the Stegosaurus Sam Thurman. And her opponent, with a record of 0 wins, 3 defeats, he is one one half of the Remembrals, the communist, Cameron Patterson.
Better watch out! I've got my hammer.
All right. He got his hammer ready right there.
I'm terrified. Oh no.
Hey, so Cameron, where'd you get those communist branded Ray-Bans? Did they sell that in the
Oh, yeah.
in Russia?
The communist store.
No, they gave it to us for free. It's communism.
They gave everybody Ray-Bans.
Yeah,
It's
you just got in
communism.
line.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'm surprised they can afford that. But
Yeah, both competitors with some amazing entrants. One with a hammer, one is this inflatable Stegosaurus, as we've seen before. All right. Do you guys have anything to say here before we get started?
Good
Are
luck.
you guys
Good
ready?
luck. It should be a fun one.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm already tired out, and we haven't even started. I'm mentally and physically drained already.
You're literally just... All right, take a breather. We'll be reading the rules, so you have a breather there as we get started here into the match. So with that, I'm gonna read the rules for round number 1 here first. So what a twist! Usually I ask you always to do it, but this time I'll do it. All right. So for round number 1, we got 8 questions in random categories given to all competitors. Each competitor have 15 seconds to write down their answers in your board or paper or whatever writing utensils you have, and then you have to reveal it and reveal your answer out loud once we call out your name. Each question are worth 1 point apiece. If you get a perfect round, getting all 8 questions correct, you'll get a bonus question for you and you alone. And you have 3 repeats rule for the entirety of the match, as well as a challenge if you think wording of a question is incorrect, or if you think opponent give an incorrect answer. Feel free to challenge, and then me and my co-host will discuss it. And then, we'll see what happens from there.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, do you have any question?
I guess one, just to make sure, it's one challenge for the whole game, not just the round, or one
Yes,
per
so
round?
one challenge for the whole game. If, let's say, you win your challenge, you get to keep the challenge and use it again if you ever need to. If you
Okay.
lose your challenge, meaning the challenge didn't go your way, then you lose it for the entirety of the game.
Now, a challenge is never a good thing to have to use, but at the very least, maybe we'll get to hear some wonderful jazz music. So,
Yeah, I mean,
Fair.
always a good thing.
All right.
Always a good thing.
Okay. With that, Cole, why don't you take it away with the first question, round number 1?
Oh, I'm doing odds today. Okay, you really are changing it up.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right, for your first question in fantasy sci-fi. First question: which 1999 sci-fi comedy film stars Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman, Tim Allen, and Sam Rockwell? You like Tim
I've never
Allen,
seen
Albert?
this film. I like Tim Allen.
Yeah.
I've never seen this film, though. I feel like I would really like this.
See, it's always on my watch list, but I'm never sure. I'm always like waiting on the good day for it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Pens down. We'll start with Cameron.
Galaxy Quest.
And Sam?
Galaxy Quest.
What's the answer, Cole?
Galaxy Quest is the correct answer. Sorry, I was
Okay.
I got a little distracted there. Yes, Galaxy Quest. Yes.
Mesmerized by this dinosaur.
Yeah, that's
Sam's
it.
screen.
Inflatable Stegosaurus. It just threw me off. I'm sorry.
By the way, that's wrong way. That's a communist shark right there. Just like
They have communist sharks now. That's good to know.
I don't remember that being what Jaws was about, but okay.
Yeah, takes place a communist shark that attacked the 4th of July. Perfect. All right, question 2.
exactly.
In the category of directors, who directed the 2020 film Mank? I think I've seen like less than 10 2020 films.
Wow, really?
It's like the worst for new releases here for me. I just haven't been caught up with it. I gotta get to it.
Yeah, I'm behind those. Well,
I'm going to theater every weekend.
2,
That
1.
would be a
Wow.
2021 film.
Fair. All right, fans down. We'll start with Sam
David Fincher.
and Cameron.
David Fincher.
Both are correct, and I have actually seen this one. So, yep.
You have or
As
haven't?
have I.
I
So
have
have
seen
I.
mine.
Yeah, I think it's all right. I need to see it again to get a better take on it, though.
It's on Netflix. So yeah.
All right, we're gonna go into the next category, which is disaster movies, or all the movies where disaster strikes. Maybe ruins a town, maybe a city, maybe a world. For your question, what natural disaster does the 2014 film Pompeii revolve around? What type of natural disaster does the 2014 film Pompeii revolve around? What's your favorite
I don't know.
disaster movie, Albert?
I don't know what to say without giving anything away. 5, 4,
He just said
3,
he's been in a natural disaster.
1. Fence down. I'll say after this.
Okay.
All right.
right.
Cameron.
Volcanic eruption.
And Sam?
I said a volcano erupting.
That is correct, both for 1 point.
If it wasn't that, I would be very confused.
Disaster
Twister
movie
is
is
the
probably
best
my.
disaster movie.
I haven't
What
seen
is
that
it?
one. I haven't seen Twister. Disaster movie is probably my
Oh.
least favorite genre, but there is this very good Norwegian film called The Wave, which I claim as my favorite.
Oh, I've heard of it. I need to see it.
That's a good one. That's a good way to go. It's at least artsy enough.
Fair.
Probably better than Dante's Peak, even though
It's
I've
better.
seen it.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Dante's Peak. What are you talking about?
I mean,
All
Dante's
right.
Peak has a lot of action. Wouldn't you agree,
Have you
Albert?
considered Twister?
I guess so. Yeah. But yeah. So far we have a score of 3-3. Early on, still tie game as we go on to the fourth question in the category of animated films. Here's your question. What is the subtitle to the 2020 sequel of The Croods? Now, I haven't seen the sequel, but I've seen the original. Not the biggest fan of it.
In the theater, did you?
No, not in the theaters. Yeah. All right.
I've yet to
5,
see any of them.
I
4,
think I saw the first one.
3, 2, 1. It's kind of a long delay from the original release to sequel, but yeah.
Mhm.
We'll start with Sam
A New Age.
and Cameron.
That gives me hope. A new age. I wasn't sure about that.
Both are correct for 1 point apiece. The Truth and New Age is correct.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Sam was like, God damn it, just lose a point.
No, I was
Cameron."
worried I was going to say that it wasn't right and we were both going to be wrong. And
No, you seem to be on the right track there. All right. We're going to go to the next category, which is action adventure.
Woo.
That's correct, Albert, right?
Oh, yep. Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
I see what you notified me.
Yes. All right. For your question in action adventure, what specific occupation does Larry Daly have in Night of the Museum? You have a favorite museum, Albert?
Oh, ooh.
See? It's a hard question.
I mean, I like the Air and Space Museum that's in Washington.
That's a pretty
I've been
good one.
there. I've been there 2 years ago, I think. It's fantastic. Right. How about you?
Smithsonian, probably.
Yeah, good one. All right, we'll start with Cameron
Not so sure about this. I said security guard.
and Sam.
I said a night guard, like night shift security.
We'll take both for.
We can accept both. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so still tie here after 5 questions in. And now we go to the 6th question in the category of dramas. And here's your question. Morgan Freeman portrayed which real-life African leader in the 2009 sports drama Invictus? Yeah, I mean, if this match keeps being tight, there will be a lot of dramas in this match. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll start with Sam.
I don't know. I ruined our streak.
Oh, okay. Cameron?
I don't know either, but I'm guessing Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela is correct for 1 point. So with that, Cameron takes the first lead of the game.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Good job.
Very
Oh.
close.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
Andrew's being
find a
really
way.
nice.
Life
Oh,
all
right.
He's the man.
way, so, yeah.
Andrew's a pretty funny guy. So which is why
Andrew,
we're
I
gonna
want
go
you to
next.
win.
Yeah.
We're gonna go next question in comedy.
Ha ha ha.
All right. So I had to wait for one. All right, for your question in comedy. Which SNL alum stars as Clark Griswold in National Lampoon's Vacation, National Lampoon's European Vacation, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? A lot of vacations.
Yeah, and
Wish
you
I
got
could
it
be
right
on
about
vacation.
that. All right, we'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we start with Cameron
Chevy Chase.
and Sam.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase is correct.
Chevy Chase. I mean,
Chevy Chase is correct for 2 points or 1 point. For Chevy.
I challenged? No, just.
Right. So yeah, 7-6 here. Going to the last question. Good round one so far. Let's see if Cameron gets the next one right, he's gonna have a perfect round. So we'll see what happens here. The 8th question, the last question in round number 1, is in the category of horror thrillers. And here is the question. The horror movies The Initiation, Sisters of Death, and 1974's Black Christmas all primarily take place in what kind of location?
Ooh,
Are you looking for pretty specific here?
Yes.
Fairly.
All right.
Ugh.
We need answers in 5, 4,
That gave me what I needed. Maybe.
2, 1. We'll start with Sam
A sorority house.
and Cameron for the perfect round.
A sorority house.
And that is correct for a perfect round.
Oh
Wow.
my god. Holy crap.
8-7 after that round, but now we get to Cameron, and just for Cameron alone, you don't have to write it down. You can if you want to, but you can just say it here for a bonus point here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Your bonus question. Which 90s sports film has the quote, "Show me the money"?
Sports film. 90s sports film. I'm just going to say We Are the Titans. Oh, no, that's not even the name, I don't think, but that's my answer.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Jerry Maguire.
Oh,
Jerry
okay.
Maguire.
I can't believe it was a sports question.
I didn't know that was a sports movie.
It is a sports movie.
Yes.
Sports management.
The more you know.
Sports management, baby.
I
feel
need
like
to finish my...
bash the sports category.
I mean, we got like 2 sports questions right there in round 1. But yeah. So after that round number 1, no true perfect round, but he still got the perfect round right there for Cameron. What do you think of both of these competitors' performance so far?
Oh, it's been great. I love it. Love the energy. Love the Stegosauruses. Love the hammers.
Yeah.
I'm
It's my luck charm. Other than this right here.
I mean, Tom and Jerry.
Oh, maybe that's why you didn't get that 1 point.
I mean, I feel like, just like Tom and Jerry, I feel like this will be very much like a cat and mouse game. They'll be chasing each other throughout the whole match. I mean, 8-7 so far.
Wow, what a transition, Albert. I'm very impressed.
For Cameron, great performance.
Jerry's the
Sam can
short
fight
one.
behind there. So yeah.
I'm the short one. Jerry usually wins.
Mm.
Well,
I'm not wearing a Tom and Jerry shirt, so I'm not going to acknowledge that.
Okay.
All right. We'll see what happened here as we go to the second round. And would you like to read the rules right there, Cole?
Oh, boy, would I. All right, for your second round, each competitor is going to get a spin at the category wheel. They can respin once unless it lands on the opponent's choice. Competitor will get 5 questions from that chosen category. Each of the questions are worth 2 points. However, if you decide to go with multiple choice, that'll be dropped down to 1. Opponents may steal if the competitor gets an incorrect answer. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. Do you guys have any questions?
Nope.
All right.
You all still have 3 repeats each. And so the categories for today are 2000s films, family films, Disney animation, music/musicals, Hugh Jackman movies, horror icons, Edgar Wright, Martin Scorsese, and Spinners and Opponents' Choice. Having seen the category, Cameron, and since you have the lead, would you like to spin first or defer to Sam?
I could change it up, but I won't defer.
I figured that's what
You're deferring?
Yeah, I already went first for the promo, so I'll defer now.
thank you for that.
All right. So with that, we'll spin. This is for Sam's first spin, and here it is. And it lands on Edgar Wright. Do you want to take it, Sam, or do you want to spin again?
Spin again.
Spinning again? All right. You have to take whatever this lands on. Here it is. Family films.
All right.
Okay. All right. So I'll read the questions for Sam and family films, and Cole, you can read for Colin when he gets his category later.
Oh, I didn't know Colin was joining us.
Oh shit. Cameron, my bad.
It's
So many
alright.
C names in this division. So many
Yeah,
names in this
yeah.
column. My
Cole,
bad.
Colin, Cameron. There'll probably be
Changnesia,
more
you
soon.
know.
Yes,
It could be-
it's my Chinese. All right. So I'll be reading Sam her questions in family films. Are you ready, Sam?
Yes.
And yes. Oh yeah. Try to keep both hands on screen all the time. All right. Here it is.
Yes.
I'll bring back out the rat like I did
Oh,
for this.
might as well go like this.
Okay. All right. Whatever works. All right. Here it is. Sam,
Mm-hmm.
5 questions in family films. Your first one. In the 2016 film Kubo and the Two Strings, what can Kubo control with his music?
Multiple choice.
All right. A. Insects. B. Plant life. C. Spirits. D. Origami paper.
D.
D. Origami paper is correct for 1 point.
Nice.
Thank you.
Your second question in family films. What was Batman's password to enter the Batcave in the Lego Batman movie?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. A. Do you bleed? B. I'm Batman. C. Alfred, what's my password? D. Iron Man sucks.
D.
Sorry, what you say?
D.
As in dog? That is correct for 1 point. The Iron Man sucks is correct. All right. Your third question in family films. Which 2011 family film features the characters Walter, Gary, Mary, Tex Richmond, Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, and Jack Black?
Is it the first one or the second
5.
one? The Muppets Most Wanted.
That is incorrect. Cameron for a 2-point steal opportunity here.
I don't know any of the subtitles to the Muppets movies, so I'm just gonna say the Muppets.
That is correct for 2-point steal right there.
Is it not the Muppets movie? Oh man, I would have gotten that wrong either way then.
The 2011 film is called The Muppets. That's a 2-point steal right there for Cameron. So we move on to the fourth question in family films for Sam. Michael J. Fox voiced the titular mouse in which 1990s film?
Or Little.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Guys, I mean, I'm telling you.
I mean, holding. Well, that's a rat, but close enough. Yeah, holding that, and not getting it would not be fun, huh?
All right. And your last question is in family films. Who played scientist and inventor Wayne Zelinsky in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
That'd be Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis is correct for another 2 points there. So at the end of Sam's round, she got 6 points. Got it at her total to 13. But Cameron with a big 2-point steal, keeping the score close at 10. And now we'll go to Cameron's spin here at the wheel. And Cameron, here will be your first spin.
Let's see what we got here.
Ooh.
Spinner's choice. Spinner's choice.
All right. Well,
Here you go. I'll scroll down to show you the categories.
the one time I prepared, I'm gonna go with it to see how well I did. I'm gonna go Edgar Wright.
Alrighty.
Okay. Edgar Wright. Let me just remove that from screen. And get the questions too.
And by prepare, I mean I watched 2 movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But that's more than I usually
I
do.
mean, Albert and I were talking about that before you came in. I was like, did he choose Edgar Wright because he just watched 2 Edgar Wright movies?
I knew you would notice. I shouldn't have logged them.
That's why.
I sent the questions your way, Cole. Did you get it?
Yep, I got that. We're all ready to go. Cameron, if you are ready.
Ready?
All right. For your first question in Edgar Wright, what is the specific rank of Bill Knightley's character in Hot Fuzz?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Detective Sergeant, B, Chief Inspector, C, Police Constable, or D, Detective Constable?
Gonna say A.
That is incorrect. Sam for the steal?
Can I hear the choices again?
Sure. Is it A, Detective Sergeant, B, Chief Inspector, C, Police Constable, or D, Detective Constable?
B.
B, Chief Inspector is correct for the 1-point steal. Very nice. Very nice.
That was one of those that I didn't rewatch.
That's a good one.
That's probably his best one in my opinion, but
No, yeah, that is my favorite, but I didn't watch it because I've already seen it before.
all right. You ready for your second question?
Yep.
All right. What song does Envy Adams, played by Brie Larson, sing on stage as a part of the Clash of the Demon Head during the Battle of the versus the World?
You cut off there, Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get that one more shot.
Technical repeat.
Technical repeat. All right. What song does Envy Adams, played by Brie Larson, sing on stage as a part of the Clash of the Demon Head during the Battle of the Bands in Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Let's think about it here for a minute.
You need answers in 5, 4.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Black Sheep, B, O Katerina, C, Under My Thumb, or D, By Your Side.
Gonna say C.
C is in cat. That is
Yes.
that is incorrect. Sam for the
Sam for the steal.
Okay.
It's
Can I hear
Cole's
the?
frozen.
Yeah. Can you hear
Yes, the options are A, Black Sheep, B, O Katrina, C, Under My Thumb, D, By Your Side.
A.
A, Black Sheep is correct for 1 point right there. Another 1-point steal. That's Cole. Looks like he might have lost connection. It's frozen. Well,
Uh-oh.
I'll try to check on him real quick, but I'll probably go on while he's trying to get back on.
This hurts, Sam. This hurts me.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, if you want to do
Steal
jazz
something.
music while he's trying to get back on, you can.
Should we do that?
I
Or do you just
I'm never gonna
no
say
Cole?
I'm never opposed to it.
Okay,
Oh, he's back.
internet issues. You gotta love those,
Yep.
right?
Help.
All right.
Cameron missed that. Sam got the 1-point steal. Now you're back, and we're going on to the third question.
The third question. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully it's
It's
resolved.
all right.
But for your third question, in Edgar Wright, in Shaun of the Dead, what is the name of Sean's favorite pub?
Shaun of the Dead.
Five, 4.
Multiple
Three.
choice.
All right. Is it A, the Winchester, B, the Old Familiar, C, the Crotch End, or D, the Red Lion?
A.
A, the Winchester is correct for 1 point. All right. For your fourth question, in Baby Driver, what kind of location does Deborah work at?
Oh, I'm kind of going between a few here. I'm just going to play it safe, though. I'm going to say multiple choice to
5.
hammer down the answer.
All right.
Boil
Is it
up.
A, laundromat, B, diner, C, cafe, or D, record store?
C. Cafe.
C, cafe is incorrect. Sam for the 1 point steal.
B. Diner.
B, diner is correct for the 1 point steal.
Oh, that was
Another big steal right there, like Sam.
Another big steal going on there. Well, let's see how you do on this last question. Are you ready, Cameron?
Yeah.
All right. In The World's End, which Wizarding World actor played as Mad Basil, an eccentric conspiracy theorist and resident of Newton Haven?
What's his real name? I know his character names. Shoot. Oh, Sasha is going to be
5.
so disappointed in me.
4.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Timothy Spall, B, Jim Broadbent, sure, whatever, C, David Bradley, or D, Brendan Gleeson?
Can I get a technical repeat? It kind of cut out for some of that.
You are good. It's probably in my end. All right. Is it A, Timothy Spall, B, Jim Broadbent?
Sorry, you have to say it again.
Broadbent. I don't know. You can.
That's good.
Albert, that's good. All right.
Jim Broadbent. Yeah.
Broadbent. See, it's close enough. C, David Bradley, or D, Brendan Gleeson?
C, David Bradley.
C, David Bradley is correct for 1 point.
Okay, so after that round, I have Cameron with 12 and Sam with 16. Is that what you have?
Yep, that is correct. That's what I have, anyways.
Yep. Sam, both of them navigating their way through both categories. Cameron got total of 2 steals. Sam got total of 3 steals. Big steal right there by Sam to catch up and get the lead. 4-point game. What you think so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's been lovely. It's love to have these two guests and no technical issues whatsoever.
Nope.
It could be
Don't
worse.
jinx
It could be worse.
Yeah. With that concludes the second round. As we now move on to the third round, and this is how it's gonna go. I'm not gonna read the rules. I'm gonna make Cole read the rules.
Oh boy! All right.
Twisting and turning today.
Well, he's delegating rules now, so it's okay. All right, for round 3, your official rules are: competitors will pick 4 numbers. Each of them will correspond to 4 random categories. Each competitor gets 4 questions. Those questions are worth 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. There are no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Do you guys have any other questions?
Nope.
I guess
Sasha is making me sad. Oh no. She's not going to admit it, but I did disappoint her.
All right. So
It's not over yet.
with that, Sam, you have a 4-point lead going into round 3, so you have the options of picking 4 numbers first, between 1 to 15.
I will take 5, 8, 10, and 12.
5, 8, 10, and 12.
Yes.
Okay. And Cameron?
I'm going to do 6, 7, 11, and 13.
7, 11, and 13. All right. So we'll reveal the categories for Cameron first. Cameron, you picked 6. That is the categories of the 1980s. 1980s.
All right.
You picked 7, which is the category of horror icons. Horror icons.
Oh boy.
Right.
You picked 11, which is the category of thrillers.
All right.
Films. And 13 is the category of romance movies.
Oh boy.
And Sam, you pick 5, which is the category of 2000s.
Okay.
You pick 8, which is holiday movies. You pick 10, which corresponds to music/musicals. And 12 is a category of Star Trek. So we'll let them decide here what they want to do.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting categories. Still, very great possibility for Cameron to try to come back here. 4-point difference is not the worst thing in the world.
With these categories, though, well, that's gonna be tough.
No, you never know, man. Everything's up for gamble sometimes. Well, all right. Sasha looks a little upset. Maybe don't take that all at heart, Cameron. All right. You guys ready? For your
I guess.
All right. Let's hear it.
Wait, who?
You can go.
We'll start with Cameron.
All right. So for 1 point, horror icons. 2 point, romance. 3 point, 1980. And 4 points, thriller.
Thriller. Okay, and Sam.
Okay, I'm hoping I don't hurt myself by doing this, but 1 point holiday, 2 2000s, 3 musicals, and 4 Star Trek. Hoping that I don't get to the Star Trek one.
Okay, I am happy I didn't get Star Trek at least.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, see, I'm 4 points ahead, so therefore that 4. Okay, hopefully.
So, and you had 2000s at 3 or 2.
2. It's holidays, or 2000s musicals, Star Trek.
Okay.
All right, let me just get those categories your way. One moment, Cole.
Yep, no problem.
Still a really good game here so far. I'm curious what happens here. Round 3. I feel like lots of people say round 3 is the make or break. I see round 3 literally. It's like if you can do well in your round 3, you win the game. That's my opinion.
It's also it's a very tough one.
Depends on how you get there, but you know, if you're
depends on the categories, really.
If you're competing pretty well, at round 3 is a nice chance to pick up some of that slack, and maybe hopefully your opponent doesn't. So who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I just have I'm missing holiday movies for 1, 2, 2000s for 2. All right. So let me guess. So Cole, you'll be reading for. You read for Cameron earlier on, so you'll read for Sam in this round.
All right, sounds good.
So I'll read for Cameron first. Just finish doing this real quick.
Get some liquid courage here. Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh, it's not vodka from your native communist Russia?
Oh, yeah.
I'm out of character right now. I'm not my true self.
I mean, my true
You need
self
that
is
communist spirit kept alive, man.
Yeah, maybe. Here we go.
bring back the Stegosaurus.
Over the headset.
Oh. Nice. That doesn't.
Add some luck, maybe.
All right. All the questions should be there, I believe. But yeah, okay.
I've got
So
her.
we will start with Cameron, as I'll be reading your question. Your 1 pointer in horror icons. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Best category.
Jason Voorhees takes on which U.S. state in the 8th film of the Friday the 13th series?
Which U.S. state? New York?
That is correct for 1 point.
Manhattan.
Jason takes Manhattan.
I know, that's what I was like. Usually that would be, the question would be city, but all right, I'll do the state.
I mean, it's a 1 pointer. So.
Yeah. All right. So that was his 1 pointer in horror icons. Still down by 3, so we're sticking with him. Your second category is romance for 2. And you do have 3 repeats if you need it. Romance for 2 points. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Who plays the woman out of Jay Burachel's league in She's Out of My League?
I have no idea. I'm just going to say Katherine Heigl.
5, 4. That is incorrect. The answer we're looking for is the lovely Alice Eve. Alice Eve.
Oh, I would have never gotten that.
Right. So yeah, that is his 2, and now we're going to his 3-pointer in 80s movies. If he gets this, he'll tie the game, avoiding the TKO and forcing Sam to answer some questions. And here is your 80s movies question, Cameron. What 80s comedy has a traumatized war veteran with a drinking problem, fish that causes food poisoning, and an inflatable dummy called Otto?
I don't know. All that's coming to mind is Airplane.
5, 4.
Airplane.
That is correct for 3 points.
Oh my God.
Airplane with an exclamation point is correct.
Airplane.
Airplane. There you go. But yeah, with that, he avoided the TKO, tying the game. So now we go to Sam for her 1-pointer.
Okay.
Yes. All righty. Did you get that in the doc, Albert? Yes.
It should be.
I
Yes.
hope my hat will
Awesome.
distract you.
Holiday movies for 1. Yep.
Yep. All right. Sam, you ready for your 1 point in holiday movies?
Yep.
Which actor voices characters such as Hero Boy, Hero Boy's father, Conductor Hobo, Scrooge Puppet, Santa Claus, and the narrator in 2004's The Polar Express?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is correct for 1 point.
Well, you were faking us out a little bit there. Being a little bit cheeky.
I gotta pull an Albert. I gotta, keep up the excitement, man. All right, and then that's gonna bring us back to Cameron.
Yes, that we will go to Cameron for his 4-pointer in the category of thrillers. So if Cameron gets this, then he will. If he gets this, then we'll go back to Sam. If he misses, then Sam will win the game. All right. So Cameron, you have 3 repeats left for your last question here in thrillers. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here it is. Kelsey Asbill Chow played as an 18-year-old Natalie Hansen, the dead woman who was the catalyst of the investigation in which 2017 film?
As a reminder, you still have 3 repeats. You
Mhm.
need to use them.
5, 4.
Repeat.
All right, that's his first one. Kelsey Asbill Chow played as 18-year-old Natalie Hansen, the dead woman who was the catalyst of the investigation in which 2017 film? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Right, that's his second one. You got 1 left. Kelsey Asbill Chow played as 18-year-old Natalie Hansen, the dead woman who was the catalyst of the investigation in which 2017 film?
One more repeat, or is that it?
There's 1 more.
Okay.
And that will be the last. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Right, that's your last one. Kelsey Asbill Chow played as 18-year-old Natalie Hansen, the dead woman who was the catalyst of the investigation in which 2017 film?
Okay, well, nothing else is coming to mind, so I'm just going to say Bad Education.
And And your winner, the Stegosaurus, Sam Thurman. The answer that we were looking for was Wind River. Wind River. All right. Heartbreaker of a loss there. But we'll put these two competitors backstage as me and Cole talk it out for a little bit. Cole, what you think of that whole match as a whole and that third time?
Man. I mean, considering how much Cameron, I mean, it was still neck and neck at the beginning, right? But like Cameron was going into a nice hot lead there, and obviously Edgar Wright didn't necessarily go well for him, but he was doing pretty well through these round 3 questions, and man, I mean, sometimes you just get something that's really tough, and it is what it is. But everyone else did a really good job today, though. So I mean, not everyone else. I should clarify. Everyone did a great job. Not everyone else. Cameron also did a great job.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
Yeah. He had a hot start. Round 2 was probably tougher than he expected with that Edgar Wright. But that's what happened to like a limited category that's been played by so many times.
Yeah.
And yeah, those round 3 categories, he got the 1, he got the 3, just missed on the 2 and the 4 right there.
Yeah. So it happens,
It has. But yeah, we'll talk to the unfortunate one first here, Cameron Patterson. Cameron, yeah, things didn't go your way this time. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling tired. I feel like it was a tough battle for sure. Sam, I knew, was going to be a very tough competitor from their team match, Rachel and her. So I was kind of terrified going in, and I had quite a good reason to be. But yeah, at the beginning, it was a lot closer than I thought. That was just really stressful itself. We were pretty much getting every question right for the most part, and then round 2, I thought it was going to be all right because I had Edgar Wright. But when I prepared by watching a few of his films the other day, I was like, oh my god, these movies are made for trivia. There are so many small details. Like I made a bad decision here, and I think I did. But yeah, those were pretty tough for me. But yeah, it was still a really good match.
Yeah, those are some pretty dense movies in terms of just like knowledge and little factoids here and there.
For sure.
There's a lot to pull from, but even so, you still got some points in that round. So don't be too hard on yourself, man. It's a tough category.
Yeah, it was tough, but yeah, it was a great match. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And I mean, talk me through that round 3. First of all, that 2-pointer, the Alice Eve question from She's Out of Mind. Did you had a clue at all in that one, or there's no clue?
Oh, the last question?
The 2-pointer.
Yeah, the second.
The romance.
Or third.
I had no idea whatsoever.
Okay.
So wasting a repeat on it would not have been smart because I didn't even have any options really to choose from. Like Katherine Heigl, she's been in a lot of this. It kind of sounds like a title of a movie she would be in, and then go later and talk trash about it. But yeah, that was my best guess. I wasn't going to get any better than that.
Right. And what about that heartbreaker of the thrillers question? Were any part of you thinking of like Wind River possibly as an answer, or not at all? Did you just glossed over it?
For some reason, I had tunnel vision on Bad Education with like Allison Janney and Hugh Jackman. I thought that's what it was going on there for some reason. I have seen Wind River, so that's kind of defeating to think about. But no, like for some reason, it wasn't even coming to me at all. Even though, yeah, I maybe could have gotten it in a different universe.
That's a tough question to lose on. So don't hang your head.
Plus those categories were kind of tough for me. Like horror icons, that's Sam's bread and butter right there. So I was worried about that, so I had to put that low. And obviously romance I know very little about. So in 1980, that's kind of a coin flip. So yeah, it was kind of a tough hand I was dealt there.
Yeah, I mean, you still played the smart play of putting in 1 point, though. So I mean, don't you made the right decision, I believe. I mean, so it's It is tough,
Yeah.
but you know what you're given, I think you allocated it pretty well, and
Mhm.
you just had some gaps there. And
Yeah.
tunnel vision is the worst. I've been in that road, and it is the worst because you're just trying to think broader, and you just can't think of up anything.
Yeah.
And it's
I
just,
know. Yeah, I
Yeah.
especially get in tunnel vision a lot, so it's hard to divert from what you're thinking.
right.
Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, due to the loss, it makes you 0-4 here. I mean, there will be a summer tournament coming, right? As just like as last season, but due to your lower seeding, this will mean that you will be part of the play-in matches to guarantee a spot into the seeding tournament. What's your plan for that, if any?
We'll see what happens. That's always my plan. We'll see how it goes. Maybe luck will be on my side a little bit. It kind of was with Edgar Wright, but I shouldn't pick that again, or just watch a bunch of movies. But I'll just see what happens. We can go all the way. Let's see how high we can get that loss number up to. I want double
Alright.
digits.
Interesting goal to aim for. But okay. All right. So Cameron, again, thanks, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, guys. Good game.
All right. And bringing the winner for today's match in her debut, the Stegosaurus, Sam Thurman. The way of the dinosaur wins it. I don't know what that even means. But congrats on the win. How are you feeling?
I mean, good. I was nervous for a lot of that match, so I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, this is your debut match. Talk us through it. Like, what was going through your head the whole time after round?
Well, the first round, I was nervous because he was ahead, but I was like, it's only 1 point. Like, that's fine. And then I got family films, like, not great with that category. And then I lost 2 points, and he got them. And then he got Spinner's Choice. I was like, okay, this is not going great. But then I ended up getting almost the same amount of, like, I don't know, I got more, like, about equal to him in his category. So I was like, okay, like, maybe I'm not gone yet. And then round 3, I mean, I was just hoping for the best and putting Star Trek at 4.
That's a bold decision, I have to say.
Yeah.
That is a bold decision because that can backfire if you're not ready for it. But yeah, I mean, in terms of round 2,
if he got all of his questions right, and I got my 1, 2, and 3, we'd be tied. So
yeah.
So you're hoping to go to sudden death instead of winning it under.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't think I could even get a 1 point Star Trek because I've not seen any of them. Like, I don't know anything about them. So
Well, who knows?
You never know. Even through the periphery of
through osmosis.
Whatever. Yeah.
yes, osmosis. That's exactly it.
But yeah, talking about your steals in round 2, that was pretty nuts. Were you glad that he picked Edgar Wright? Did you have confidence in the steals, or were you kind of just hoping for it?
I have not seen many Edgar Wright movies, so I was just hoping that he would pick multiple choice each time so that I would at least have some basis. And then I just went with whatever one sounded the most familiar. So I guess it worked out.
It seemingly did tonight. So
yeah. Well, now that you got your feet wet in the singles division, is there anyone in particular that you're hoping to play?
I don't know. I'm scared of absolutely everyone. So.
Well, you'll be playing someone eventually again because of the win, and definitely you'll be in the singles tournament supposedly. But yeah, I mean, you eventually have to face someone. So yeah, that's my point that I'm trying to get across. But, yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
Right. But yeah, you got a teams match coming up soon. How are you feeling about that?
Excited. Looking forward to it. I like teams. Rachel and I think, are a good team. So I'm excited 100%. To go against another competitor.
100% there. Yeah. Okay. So is there any final words that you would like to say, Sam?
You did. Thank you, Cameron, for being nice to me and also for being a good competitor. It was a good debut. It was fun.
Yeah, all right, absolutely. Thanks, Sam, and we'll talk to you again soon. All right, Cole, final thoughts to wrap up the match.
Man, and considering it's a debut match, that was pretty tight. I was very surprised. Sometimes these debuts can be a little iffy, and sometimes you got to feel a little bad because they're just, you're competing against somebody who you don't know, it could be a really good seed. And Sam really held her own, and Cameron also did his best here. But sometimes it's just luck of the question. Just like we were talking about with the tunnel vision, right? It just happens, and there's not much you can do other than try to pull something and hope for the best, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, yes, Sam didn't only entered one of the round 3, but the final score was 16-17. It was a 1-point game.
Yeah,
it was
really
real. It was real close, and throughout the whole game, I mean, perfect round 1 for Cameron, and then like a back and forth in the round 2. I mean, it's a hell of a game for both competitors. So yeah, I mean, for Sam, congrats on the win. For Cameron, I put in Wilden put his head down because this is a great performance. Just Sam did better than him today. So yeah. All right. So with that, that is it for us in Real Trivia Face Off, and that is it for us for the week. But next week we got 3 huge matches. Yes. That's coming to you next week. We got Steven versus Kate in the singles division, and then we had a doubleheader in teams. We got Lara 3 Secret Service versus Name of the Win, and then we got Working Boys of Sam and Rachel versus Loki Thor Losers. So that's gonna be a lot next week. So I'm looking forward to see what happens in all of those matches there.
I'm very looking forward to it, especially the team stuff, because Name of the Win and Lara 3 Secret Service has been great matches in the past. So I'm very excited, and obviously new competitors are always nice to see, and getting some new exposure, and who knows, maybe a secret seed there. We'll have to see.
That is true. All right, so with that has been Cameron and Sam. That has been Cole, my lovely co-host. And
thank you, Albert.
Yeah, absolutely. And this has been me, Albert Changnizia with Adharma. And that has been us for Real Trivia Face Off this week. And we'll see you again next week. See ya.
Have a good week.